Alright, YouTube seems to be behaving. And go check Twitch real quick and then we can get started. Where is Twitch? Twitch, where are you? Yeah, I think we're good. Cool. Okay. Celeste time. Let's see. We are back with Celeste. Not a huge surprise. Though this is quickest turnaround I've had on Celeste stream in a little while, just because of how the days lined up. Because I did last stream relatively late into last week, and this stream is relatively early for this week. The median day is like Thursday. But the last one was on a Saturday, and this one was on a Tuesday. So, yeah, it's a really short turnaround on Celeste streams. We'll see if that maybe helps. I don't know. Maybe. But we finally started making some progress again last time, which was great, because it was like 3 solid streams of just super minimal, 3 to 4 actually, of super minimal progress. So I'm happy to not be doing that anymore, hopefully. Hopefully we can keep it up. Not 1,000% sure, but we'll try. Okay, with that said, yeah, we're just gonna keep grinding at it, I guess. I am starting the practice on this checkpoint this time, mostly because I thought I was doing pretty good with, Resort last time, with the exception of one room, which is virtually impossible to practice because of how the respawn checkpoints work. And so I'm just going to focus on the later parts of this. That way I'm more precise and there's a better chance that I get further once we actually get that far. That's the basic gist for tonight. Probably be about as same usual length. Stop between 10:30 and 11. Just, it'll kind of depend on when I can tell that I'm not going to be making any more progress. Because that's usually when I bring things to a close. With that said, we can get right on into it after I mention the stream schedule. It is going to be, at moment, Yakuza on Thursday and Hollow Knight on Sunday. Yakuza, we will probably start finally making some plot progress, mostly because I don't think I have been given an option not to. I genuinely don't think I can do anything other than progress the plot right now. Kind of a weird situation, but we'll make it work. And then, Hollow Knight, we will be working on the hardest few percent of the Steel Soul run, and then hopefully bagging the last couple achievements that I need. Beyond that, though, I actually don't have any more plans. I'm not sure if we will be able to do a D&D stream next week. There's some stuff that might get in the way, and I really haven't thought about or talked to anyone about any of the other streams that would be happening the week after. But that all aside, nothing really to do at this point, but get into it. So yeah, as I said, we'll be... Okay, hold on. My headphone cord is wrapped around me in a really weird way. I don't know how to describe this. I guess we'll do that. Okay, that works, I guess. Okay. We'll see if I can make that work. I will also mention there is a forest fire pretty close to where I live, so my eyes kind of hurt right now, which isn't ideal for an activity that involves staring at a screen for a while, but we're gonna make it work. So yeah, for the most part, I'm gonna be doing like a sort of 3 attempts in a row passing kind of system. Well, that was a decent recovery. The idea being to exhibit consistency above all else. Nice. Moving on from that one. And yeah, that's just going to be what we do for the next little bit. Since no one's in chat right now, I might be a bit quiet, but if anyone joins, I can, at that point, engage a little bit more. But, oh, nice timing. What's up, Azewium? How is it going this fine evening? Call that good. Wait, hold on. It will let me reset, right? Okay, cool. Good, good. Nice to hear it. Sweet. Decent, decent. And this has historically been a bit of a sticking point. Ooh, I was a bit worried about the spacing there, but it did work out in the end, so no complaints from me. Should have dashed under. Should have dashed under. This room is always just a touch scary because of timing out those snowballs. It's not like hugely difficult, but nice. And then one more. If we can get this one, we can move on. Those end of the room snowballs. I should have waited and just reacted to whatever was gonna happen there. Like that. Though the issue with reacting to that is that it's very yeah, okay. You don't get a lot of time. Alright, I definitely need to lock in on this room a little bit. Rats. Okay. This is going to become the new sticking point room. I failed this room a couple times in runs before, but nothing too terrible. Alright, well that's 2 in a row right there. Kind of ruined it, but mostly because I did the second dash there too early. Yep, I'm just gonna keep grinding at this room, I think. Just for a little bit at the very least. Try and mitigate any risks. That's 2 in a row. If we can get 3 in a row at any point, I'll be happy and move on. Okay, well, I don't have an option now. We'll call that good on practice, I guess. My accuracy wasn't terrible, but it still left something to be desired. Nice. Ooh, absolutely not. That's not what we need to be doing. That right there is what we need to be doing. Nice. Just one more. Cool. And we're out. Just a few more rooms. I'm not going to bother practicing that too much. I almost don't even need to do the 3-room test on this one. There was one run where this room kind of went belly up. Well, it didn't go belly up. It just was a little scary. To be fair, though, it's so fast. There's no, like, real downside to... What the hell? I haven't done that before. I guess there was a reason to practice it. Okay, that's something I haven't done in a while, and it's something I need to make sure I don't do ever again. That's very odd. I have not historically had that problem right there. I think I know what I'm doing wrong there, but that has almost happened a couple times in runs, so I'd rather nip it in the bud. There we go. There we go. Hello, Masas? I don't... I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but welcome to the stream. Definitely don't feel like I'm playing as, like, tight as I was at certain points last stream, but just call me Masas. Alright, cool. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing that as well. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Nah, you good? Alright, cool. Let's really lock in and figure this one out. I was not having trouble at all with this one. Stream on Twitch as well? Yep. I stream on both platforms. Boo, no Barry? No. It's been rough lately. It has been very rough lately, Calcium. I had like 4 streams in a row where I was just playing horribly. Like, just without... Like, just... unabashedly. It was kind of depressing. A little late because I just got off work. Woo! Big ups on CD's hours. Though, I will say, we finally started making some more progress last time, Calcium. It was... Why did I do that? I got all the way to 2,500, which is nice. When I get there in practice, I'll demonstrate the room that I died to. There we go. I'll leave that be for now. Also, I mentioned this before anybody joined the stream, but there's a bit of a forest fire close to my area. Not close enough for me to be worried, but close enough for me to be feeling the effects of the smoke. And so my eyes are just very itchy right now. Which is probably not going to help. But we'll do what we can. Alright. Casserole. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just a thing that happens every so often in the area where I live. But, it's actually really close. Like, you can see where the smoke is billowing up from my back porch. Again, far enough away that I don't personally need to be worried, but it is close enough that I'm feeling the effects of the smoke. At least that is why I think my eyes are so itchy. Forest fires are pretty common where I am. Hey, Masas. God, I need to be looking at the screen more. That was goofy. Don't want that to happen during a run. Alright, and so now we are at distance PB. And I'm going to lock in and practice this a little bit, because for some reason I was struggle bussing my way. What? I thought I was... I thought I had climbed far enough there. There we go. It's when her hair refreshes, that's when you know you're high enough. Nope, I don't. I tried to kick away from the wall and it just didn't work for some reason. And that was bad on the timing. I need to just... I'm going to spend a little while practicing this room. Because this right here is the distance PB. Yeah, I think I'm trying to be too tight with the movement. And it's just backfiring on me. Did you up the price? I didn't up the price of notifications. Well, okay. I updated the price of some of the channel point rewards, but the big thing I did is added a cooldown on some of the, like, notify me that my mic is muted. It's like a 5-minute cooldown, that way it just can't be spammed. And then some of the bigger rewards, I upped the price on those, just because they were happening too frequently. Mostly it was just punishment wheel, but then probably after the first time ukulele song cover gets redeemed, I'll probably also have to up that one as well. Punishment wheel. So it's this goofy little thing that we do for channel point rewards. I have this this like wheel, and it's just a bunch of quote unquote punishments for me to do. It's loosely inspired based on Danganronpa, if you know that game. But it started as a way to... I lost a huge chunk of progress in a video game, and I was trying to speed back through it. And so I added the punishment wheel as a way to spice things up. Basically, whenever I made a mistake with my routing, I would spin the wheel. That was the idea. And so I have converted it since then into a channel points reward. Okay. That room went decently. That room did not. Gonna lurk for a bit? Alright, sounds good. Enjoy the lurk. Okay, I think we'll call that good. And how did I do this room? Right. There's that. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good idea overall, and I am stupid as hell. Actually, more so than anything, I was just reading chat. But the reading chat is a mistake I want to make during practice and not during actual attempts. But yeah, I remember like just like thinking to myself, oh my god, I might have just killed the entire Persona 4 playthrough with that blunder. And I was just like, how do I bring this back? And it turned out quite well, I have to say. It was quite a comeback. Speaking of Persona 4, actually, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, because I had originally said at the beginning of summer that I was planning on starting Persona 3 fairly early into the summer, but that didn't happen for a couple reasons. A lot of it was that the original time frame I was going to start that playthrough on coincided with that trip I took in early July and the release of SVD7. And I didn't really have time to pull anything together during that time. And then after that, I was just having enough fun with like the current series I had going that I just... It seemed like more trouble than it was, more effort than it was worth to introduce another thing. And so I've kind of just kept it the way it is for a little while. Honestly, do it whenever. Yeah, it's like that's what I was thinking. We have got some good stuff going on right now. But I was also in sort of tandem with that, thinking about those final few Persona 4 achievements that we need to get. Because we did a pretty thorough... Okay, that's not savable. We did a pretty thorough playthrough of the game, but there are some New Game Plus exclusive achievements that we haven't gotten yet. And just the unfortunate part about that is that there's no way to circumvent the fact that that's just going to be kind of a time-consuming process. Not going for cheeky under the door. No. I thought about it. I actually did. I debated it. I even practiced it a little bit and was like, it's going to be more effort than it's worth to make this consistent, was the opinion I came to, at the very least. An hour-long video ranking the P4G confidants by Schaefer Ellis. Schaefer Ellis did that? I did not see that. I mean, I haven't watched a Schaefer Ellis thing in a little while. What the f... Oh, is that one where I double... Is that one where I use 2 dashes? Or did I just mess up the timing? No, I just messed up the timing. That was all. I might have to go take a look at that then. But I've been sort of thinking about when to go back to those achievements. And I'm not certain on this, but considering how long it has taken me to get back to P3, I might be over my Persona burnout enough to actually just go ahead and go back and do those final few achievements. Hey Kepler, welcome in. Made me appreciate my favorite and like my formerly more disliked ones. Nice. What the f... I'm stupid. Doing alright. I'm a little distracted for practice, which might be an ill omen for the rest of the stream, but we're gonna try and make something work regardless. Yeah, I've just been noticing my eyes doing subtly worse all day, and I've just been like, what the hell is happening? Am I, like, losing my vision in the course of a single day? And I remember there's a bunch of smoke in the air right now. Which is the more likely cause. Yo! Ace, welcome to the stream. We're still on Summit A side. I had like 4 streams in a row where I made almost no progress. It's been rough. Last stream might have been the one to break the streak though, because I set a pretty big distance PB, but as I started saying, my eyes are irritated because there's a bunch of smoke in the air right now, and I feel a bit more distracted than usual. There are B and C sides of this. Hello, Masas. Welcome back. We can call that good. I don't really feel the need to practice that. Forgot there's a B side. There's a B and a C side of all of the major levels. The only one that doesn't have a B and a C side is Summit. You know what? We're gonna do this a little wonky. Okay. So see, what we're doing right now is we're practicing recovering. Ever considered doing... I actually have considered Strawberry Jam. Because I've been watching a lot of other streamers that I really like play Strawberry Jam lately, and it just looks like such a fun time. I'm not entirely sure when I would fit it in, because I only really stream Celeste once a week, and it's usually the Golden Berry stuff. Might be something I do on my own time as well, but yeah, I figured as much. I gotta sleep, maybe I'll join for the next stream. Awesome. Well, you have a fabulous evening, Calcium. Let's just hope I'm on a different golden berry the next time you show up. That's probably fine. Blur, 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 da, 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 da. Okay, there's that. Cool. Oh, let's just drop back down. Actually, let's do that. And you don't dash there, that messes up the spacing. You do dash here, and you dash up, up. There we go. Kinda starving, so I'll be right back. Totally fair. Get you some food. Okay, I meant to practice that one more time, but that's fine, I guess. You know, it's like I have a built-in timer. Computer won't charge, so I have from 25% charge to beat Celeste Summit B-side. Good luck. Oh, what the hell am I doing? That's not that hard. Hold on. Lock back in. There we go. That was also stupid of me. Okay. What the hell are the silver strawberries? Ah! This is not good. I think ooh, okay. We did have enough. What types of games do you typically play? I kind of do a variety of things. I do Celeste, Hollow Knight, and Yakuza are my main 3 games right now. And then once a week I also usually do, a D&D session, an online D&D session with a group of my friends who are frequent collaborators on the channel, so to speak. I think I'm gonna move to YouTube because Twitch hates me instead. You just bounce it, you're just ping-ponging back and forth. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the dashless 1A attempt. I'm saving that for a little bit. Rats. Okay, so I think I suck at Celeste again, which is really unfortunate because I was doing pretty good the other day. At least I can blame it on Smoke this time, though, and not just being bad at the game. Okay. Okay, I think, yeah, I was worried about that. That one might be savable in runs, but you kind of need to not use both dashes there. Like so. Would you hypothetically? I I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that, Isaac Taco. I play like Kirby or something, I'm taking all of the stocks. Which are their own chapters. Each lobby has its own set of levels. I do know this much, which can have strawberries. After you beat all the levels, you can do the final challenge to clear the lobby. Okay. With you so far. I did know about the whole like lobby system, but and I think I knew there was a final challenge. I just don't. I do not, however, know how the silver strawberry thing ties in. Oh, my bad in-game. Oh well. Well, if you say it like that. I don't know. I think I guess I'll say no. I don't. I'm struggling to actually respond to that question. Each mini level has a silver strawberry, basically a gold for the sub level. You have to get every silver. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh heavens. Dude, why do I suck tonight? This is pretty horrendous. I think I'm just not super focused. And the final challenge is a gold. What is this fucking... Oh heavens. You seem really fun. Alright, awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. Do you use, I use joystick. I know not everyone does. For some reason, my brain doesn't like using joysticks. Not joystick, doesn't like using D-pads for diagonal movement. Like, I, for some reason, just fail to comprehend. Rinse and repeat from novice to grandmaster, and that's basically strawberry jam. Wow. I mean, again, it is probably something I will check out at some point. It's just, it's a little daunting to get into, and then there's the question of, like, do I do it on stream or not? And if I do it on stream, like, where do I find time for it in the schedule? Maybe if I get, maybe if I need a break from golden berries at some point, that'd be a good thing to do. And I think the gist on that one, yeah, you just up and then upright dash. There is a yeah, this game is on the Nintendo Switch. You can get it there. Okay, I think that probably would have made it, but in order to be able to keep practicing, I had to sort of do that. No, okay, so that was bad. And I haven't cleared all the intermediates, no! Oh dear! Oh dear. Oh. Advanced tech practice. Yeah, I think that'll probably be the hard part. How playable is the game on controller? Because the mod on controller. Yeah, Celeste is priced pretty fairly, I think. And I am being awful at this checkpoint today for some reason. Okay, that would have made it at the very least. They say 3 AM water is the greatest thing. However, these people clearly have not tried an 11 AM PB&J. Nice. And that is not the movement right there. You don't use that dash. Yeah. You think having played this and practiced this for as long, I feel like I'm doing worse on Summit than I have in any other practice session right now, which is kind of depressing. Right back into the trenches, I guess. Whoop. I have done Farewell, yes. Instead of my hands, I'll use my nose. Yeah, guys, I'm actually using my nose. That's why I'm not playing as well as usual. It's a very simple reason. We're actually going to reset. There, okay, sweet. Yeah, Farewell was a lot of fun. I really... I mean, it is hard as shit, but I did enjoy it. Legit just got an ad for peanut butter jelly Uncrustables. Welcome to the stream, VR. Okay. I mean, it's fine, ultimately. I am doing... Okay, I'm practicing right now, but what I'm ultimately doing is a, something called Golden Berries, which basically mean you have to defeat, the level Deathless. I am playing pretty horribly tonight, though, so, like, I don't... It might be kind of a wash. Attempts tonight might be kind of a wash. Excellent use of the new Serena emoji. So yeah, I mean, I'm not playing at the top of my game tonight, but that is the general idea. Nah, you'd win. I'll try and win. There we go. It's fine. I know an even harder... What is it? What is it, Ace? What are you about to inflict upon me? Toho moment. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. Octopath Traveler? I sometimes forget about the Octopath Traveler lore. Alright, come on, brain. You can do it. This one's not that... Oh, for fuck's sake. This one's not that... This is what... Ah! It's not even that hard of a checkpoint! Oh, heavens, I need to lock in. Okay, there we go. That was like 3 in a row, which is better than most that I've done so far, so we'll take it. There we go. I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm not super worried about this climb, but having a little extra practice on it isn't gonna hurt. What's that? You pet Minecraft? No, no, you can't do that. At least I could finish. Ace, I think I've played Tales of Zestria before. I might have played... No, I did not play... It was a different Tales game. I think it was Tales of Berseria or something like that. I don't think I've played Tales of Zestria. Oh, thank you. I'm not playing very well tonight, Riv, but I appreciate it all the same. I'm just practicing for 7A Goldenberry right now. But I'm not playing great, so I don't have high hopes. Was that actually a mistake? Is that actually a mistake, CD? Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That is not the type of mistake I usually make. How come you do more lives than videos? That's kind of hard to explain. The big part of that is that this is what you're watching this on right now is technically only a live streaming channel. I have a streaming channel, and then I have a channel where I post edited content. My main channel, which is the one where I post edited content, is called the Arcturus. However, I don't post there super often because I put a lot of time and effort into each individual video, so they all take me like 6 months to make. I was curious what Ace's message was, so I missed the reply button, accidentally pin it, try to delete the pin, but... Oh no! Oh no! I had to use variant mode, so I should get back to the levels I went easy mode. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, for fuck's sake. CD's first day as mod is going so... Definitely getting a pay deduction. What are you talking about, CD? I don't pay you, because I don't get paid myself. Nah, but in all seriousness, I do appreciate you helping out with the modding. Okay. A couple of the other new emotes I uploaded also haven't gone through yet. They have not been approved by Twitch, and I don't know why. Because they were very similar to several that did get approved. What the f was that? What's up with the trans flag thing? I'm a little all over the place, so I'm not entirely sure where the conversation's at the moment. Oh, yeah, yeah. Madeline is canonically trans, right, yeah. What you doing if they're just this big off? Summit uses... Oh, yeah. No, I did notice that, Ace. I did notice that. I brought that up a little while ago. Oh, dear. We'll bring it back, I promise. It's just practice right now, everyone. We'll bring it back. Well, that was one of the harder checkpoints, and I did it second try. What's the left chat? Left chat is Twitch, and I suck. It's really noticeable when you go from one... Yeah. It's, like, the like, little whirlwind stuff. It very much has that palette. Yeah, Isaac is right. It's Twitch chat. I multi-streamed to both platforms, so left chat is... And there's sadly no good way to, like, concatenate them. So left chat is Twitch, right chat is YouTube. Okay, I'm done practicing. I feel like I'm just gonna develop more bad habits. We're just gonna try and do runs. I'm done practicing. We're just gonna try and actually do this. Clean 3,500 deaths. Almost 3,600. It's so fine. There's no problem. Yeah, I totally agree with that, CD. It manages to get its point across without, like... It manages to give... It manages to get its point across, and for that point to, like, go down clean, if that makes any sense. I can't have a good platforming because of the movement joystick. Oof, yeah. Rest in peace. I will say this, CD. I often feel like with stuff like trans, LGBT stuff in general, it often feels like when it's added to a piece of medium, it's so overt and in your face, it almost ends up defeating its own purpose. Because I feel like a big part of the aim of including stuff like that in the media is to just represent a more diverse array of people. But I feel like calling attention to it almost like reinforces the perception that it's not usually, if that makes any sense. I don't think Maddie came out until around the time Farewell came out and canonicized the... Yeah. I think I actually remember seeing something with the developer where they mentioned that they didn't... she didn't know at the time that she was doing the original 7 levels, but sort of subconsciously elements of that allegory started creeping in. And it wasn't until the later parts of the development that it became a bit more fully realized. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can bring it back. There we go. Fortunately, that little part right there has... I'm still doing core B-side. I haven't even touched B-sides yet. I've just been doing them in order. Which is interesting, because if I remember correctly, or at least this has definitely been my experience so far, the Summit levels are almost always, at least Summit A and B side, are considered to be the some of the hardest golden berries to get, simply due to length. Core B-side is hell. Literally. Oh, hold on. I assume you mean you're doing... Okay. Hell is the exact reason I'm doing it. Oh dear. Let's just reset that real quick, and then we can... Yeah, there we go. Core for me was easier than Summit. Core B-side was definitely no walk in the park, though. That was totally savable. I just didn't. I was playing better than I kind of expected to, considering how poor practice was going, but I should have been able to save that. Damn. That... I was having no trouble with that dash right there last stream, and the first 2 runs this time, I've completely scuffed it. Fortunately, it's pretty savable, but... Yeah, we love Celeste Ace. Such a good game. You almost had that part. Where I'm, yeah, again, I'm not playing very well. My actual distance PB on this level is much further. It's around, it's about like halfway through 2,500 meters. It's the room right before you get the key, basically. It's that little, like, timing puzzle you have to do to access the key. That's where my current distance PB is. I think, for me, even though a lot of the mechanics are a little irritating, Core's aesthetics were super strong, which put it above, like... Put it above... maybe above Golden Ridge. No, not a ton of flack on Golden Ridge, because it does it looks pretty, if a little one note. But I don't like the wind and the snowball puzzle parts very much. And I also feel like Ridge, the plot kind of gets lost a little bit just for that chapter. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we not... Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, it makes total sense, Ace. It's a really, like... It's great they made that canon. Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna try, here, we're gonna try a little strategy I like to call only responding to chat in between runs. Just for a little bit. See if I can, focus in a bit. I've said this, the people who have watched me before know this, but there are certain times where I can multitask while I'm playing this game, and certain times when I can't. And I think tonight is probably one of those times when I shouldn't be trying to multitask too much. So what I will do is, I'll basically go back through and try and read chat, like, in between runs. That's the plan right now. I was having too much fun talking about Celeste as a trans allegory. Or, I guess also just explicit. I think it's both allegorical and explicit. Like, the character is in fact trans, but the broader game is allegorical. Alright, let's not mess this up. There we go. That's what I practiced. Those opinions are coming from someone who spliffs glue. Oh. Oh dear. What the? Okay. I usually don't cling to that. And I don't even feel like I was pressing the cling button, so I'm not sure how that happened either. Okay, that movement is so much more consistent than what I was trying to do with the, like, mid-air dash stalls before. Okay, we're just gonna do that a second time. It's fine. Nice. Oh, I love... Here's the thing. I love resorts. I like Ridge mechanically better, but I like Resort from, like, a story and aesthetic perspective better. I hate fucking the cycle. Like, this is genuinely my least favorite part of this level that we're going into right now. Because it's the cycle-based stuff. Like, I hate that, like, the next, like, 2 minutes worth of gameplay. Like, with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. Cycles are whack. That is the other good thing about Summit, is, like, when I'm... Oh, wow. How was I so early there? Alright, at least we made it to Resort, though. This is not even worth saving, is it? Anyway, see y'all, it was nice discovering. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Isaac. I'll do just that. I'll stay skibbity. Stay skibbity. Oh boy. Well, nightly PB. It's not my overall personal best on the level, but for the night, yes, that is the personal. That is the best at the moment. Got a Kong? A what? Controller. Okay, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what you were talking about, Kepler. Alright. I will constrain chat reading. Wow! I don't think I've ever died like that ever before. Well, at least it was funny. I accidentally sent it because fat fingers and small... I fat finger buttons all the time. It's so bad. Yeah, Ridge is overall... Ridge is probably my least favorite level in the game. It's not the worst in any regard, except for maybe, like, narrative. But it's sort of like the cumulative effect of having, like, small deficiencies in all areas that I think makes me like it the least. Alright. Get some better posture, get some better breathing. Hope my eyes don't keep getting worse. And shoot lasers and has a railgun. Great question. Magic of Celeste Mountain. We'll go with that. Okay, we're gonna try that again. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. I don't know what happened there, but we're through it, so it's fine. Yep. I think it's gonna be a just hope the blunders happen in places where they're recoverable type of night. Wind plus me equals why, Rich? Why? Exactly. Though I will say, the timing-based stuff in Resort has got to be some of my least favorite mechanics in the game. I don't know why, but I just struggle with anything timing-based in platformers. Nice. That one right there is I think one of the worst rooms, timing cycle-wise. And can I not fuck this shit up, please? There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. What the f... It's fine. Still a distance PB for the night. Ugh. We're right back to where we were 2 streams ago. That's a shame. Core A wins my least favorite level award because of how torturous the mechanics are and lack of flow. I don't know. I didn't find the core mechanics that bad. But I don't know. For me, it's hard to hate. Even though I said it was probably my least favorite, it's hard for me to like fully hate Ridge. I just think it's a little lacking in all departments. Even though there are individual parts of other levels I dislike more. Like, as I said, Chapter 3 cycles. P95, most U.S. states at the age of consent. 7? Holy shit. Am I the only YouTube viewer? It might be right now. Okay. Stop reading chat, brain. I know, it's kind of hard to do, because, like, on one hand, want to be good streamer and engage with chat, but on the other hand, need to lock in. Oh, there's Kepler still here, yeah. Kind of hard to play Celeste while you're not looking at the screen. Why did I do that? Why? Why? To be honest, what's happening right now is probably the most discouraging way I could be playing this level, which is like I'm having a few runs that go decently far, but for the most part I'm just dying super early on to like really dumb mistakes, which just kills any confidence I have in my playing ability. If only, let me. Every time this happens, I say, let me lock in, and then I never do. There will be no locking in for Leo Arcturus. This is the one lock-in. Alright. No chat reading. I can see when chat messages pop up out of the corner of my eye, and so it's just like neuron activate. And of course, like when I'm already not super focused, like brain instantly goes, look directly at it. Ignore whatever is happening on screen, which requires more focus, and stare directly at the chat message. Really? This bullshit again? Alright, we're fine, but that was dumb. It's an unnecessary scuff. Whoa, why? Oof. Should we spam chat to die, Leo? Till die loaf. YouTubers suddenly turning into disciples. Oh no, Azuriel. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh dear. Stuck on B-side summit. Why did the game freeze? Because I tabbed away to read chat. The game, for whatever reason, Celeste music keeps going when you're not in the tab, but the game freezes. So, I tabbed away to scroll back up in chat and see what had happened. And the game will freeze when I do that. And I'm just not, my dash directions are so imprecise tonight. And I know it's not the controller's fault this time. Might also be a physical condition thing, because I am actually, like, dead tired tonight. Just severely eepy. And so it's like the combination of severe eep and eyes itching due to smoke that is, like, ruining my Celeste skills. We'll go with that. Might also be dehydrated, because I feel like a headache coming on. You know what? Let's nip that in the bud. After this run, I'm going to go get some water. Just to make sure this headache doesn't get any worse. Continuing the pattern of super prolific people in various creative spaces, our best bet is James Patterson. What are we debating right now? That's dead. Run is dead. What the hell? Aw. Okay. No, you know what I said? I said I was gonna go get some water. Should I get Twitch? I mean, if you want to. We debating who... Oh, God. There's so many of them right now. I honestly don't want to think about it. Let me go get some water, and I'll be right back. I need a good pause screen for Celeste, now that I think about it. Oh, I didn't even finish my coffee. Hydration completed. Patterson, please don't sue me. You are convinced of this, VR. I bet Dream. No, not my childhood. No, honestly, whichever is fine. As CD said, the more consistent viewers tend to be on Twitch chat, but there's plenty of people who watch on YouTube as well. I just need to reach a Zen state. That's what we need. The right amount of speed, that way getting runs started doesn't take too long, but not so much speed that I'm playing carelessly. Okay, I gotta ask, who is this Patterson person? Like, the name sounds familiar, but... What does Zen mean? God, I don't know how to describe that off the top of my head. It's sort of like a state of mind that is more clearer and like more control over thoughts, a bit more mindful, a bit more grounded, that kind of thing. I like EG. I'm not entirely sure. Come on. It's 90% of the P section. I've been to the fiction section in the library, but I just don't feel like I've been in there. I found out how to clip streams by accident. Nice. I do feel like a distinction needs to be made there because, like, if the only people who could safely write children's books were children, or books for a young adult audience, I feel like we wouldn't have very much good literature and fiction for those demographics. Nothing against middle schoolers. I'm sure some of them can write really well, but, like... just because someone writes something for a certain demographic doesn't, like, necessarily mean anything. Wow. This is, oh, man, this is a bit disheartening. This is such a step down from how well I was playing. Okay, coffee. Let's start with that. Nearly toe-to-toe with Jeff Kinney. Other than the voice. Oh. Jeez. I should just download Strawberry Jam at this point. It's like make a midstream pivot. Wonder how much effort that would be to do on stream. Because at least if I was doing Strawberry Jam, like, I'd have a bit more leniency. Like, no progress gets made on this if I'm not playing at the top of my game. Celeste Mobile? How the hell would you play this game on mobile? I guess you just have, like, dedicated touch buttons for each of the basic movements. And then like one of those like fake simulated joysticks. It's like the crappy Sonic mobile ports. So I think the it being crappy is a presupposition in that case. I don't think I'm using that word correctly. I'm trying to use it as like presupposed, but like as a noun. I don't know if the word that I just said exists or if it even is what I was using it as. What, do you look up the fucking average age? I'm almost shocked well, I guess it makes sense. Are they just like counting like the age, like averaging the age of people who are convicted? I don't know. By what metric did they obtain that statistic? Imagine Imagine this is the run that makes it, and we have this conversation just chilling here. There we go. Nice. Pause for a second. I don't feel like I'm playing precise enough for some of these jumps right now. Nice. Nice. Ridge time! There we go. Damn, this is how stats should be taught in school. Legendary 10 out of 10 segue from CD right there. It's real Ridge hours. I feel a bit better now that a run has at least gotten to Ridge. Even if it does not make it past Ridge. There we go. Made it through that run. That's always good. I had the worst morning. Oh no! What happened? I thought I was about to fall off there. We're good. We're Bing chilling. Nice. Now just gotta not mess this up. Whoop, and whoop, and whoop. Nice. Sweet. And I think we just have one more. Is it just one more room of Ridge? I was not playing this room very well earlier, though, so no. I would not be surprised if I lose a run here. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Got my schedule for the next school year. Mostly normal, but my last period is financial statistics. The teacher of this class is my brother's least favorite teacher of all time. No! Oh, boy. Yeah, ideally we're wrong. Ideally we're wrong. I hope to be wrong. Nice. Okay. we have now basically tied the distance PB. And all we gotta do is not suck. I know, a huge accomplishment for me. Okay, that's a distance PB. Nice. We're so back. That is a distance PB. Yeah, I will die in the next room, but that's okay. I gotta stop saying this shit, because then it happens. I gotta stop saying that I'm gonna die, because then I do. Distance PB, though. We take those. We fucking take those. I'm manifesting in the worst way possible. Fucking hell. Tis was destiny. Indeed it was, Vanity. Oh my god. That gives me a little bit more hope, though. If I can still distance PB, even playing as bad as I have been, like, that's good. Hello, Josie Vukoik. I'm really horrible with name pronunciation, so feel free to correct me. Just stop talking down on yourself, even though that was hilarious. Balkan? Okay. Gotcha. He's quote-unquote written. Holy shit! Are you serious? Maybe it's like just a pseudonym or something like that, then. That a bunch of different authors publish under. This game would instantly lobotomize the average Victorian English citizen. I mean, I can't say you're wrong. You guys think I do it? No. I was like, can I get the little baby dash refresh on that corner? I couldn't do it. Hello, Anthony, fuck. Anthony Woodruff. YouTube chat is popping off. I'm struggling to keep up and play the game at the same time. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Just known for leaning heavily on co-writers and contributing little more than an outline in some cases. So it's just a name. It's almost more like a... It's almost more like a marketing stunt at this point. I'm gonna grab my Switch, see who beats the less level first. I mean, it's not going to be hard to beat it faster than me, because I'm doing it with Goldenberry, but... But I'm going to try and go back to only reading chat in between attempts or while I'm in checkpoint transitions. Resetting every death for fairness. Okay, fair enough. No Summit B-side. I'm scared for Summit B-side Goldenberry. I really am. Like, I'm genuinely terrified. Ruins the creativity and passion. I almost feel like at that point you're just you're kind of just in it for the money if you're doing something like that. Like, of course, but there's works out there where it's like a collaborative thing where multiple writers are working on it. Like, just as an example, Fate Go, which is a gacha mobile game I play a lot of, is written by multiple people. And they were not shy about that fact because it's just too big of a game for a single person to write. And so the creative director provides the creative vision and the outline and writes some of the chapters himself, but he some of the other stuff, just because of how big of an undertaking it is handed off to other writers. And so something like that I feel like makes sense, but if the scope of what you're trying to write is too big for a single person, sure, then it makes sense to have multiple people working on something together. But collabs are good. Just one bold name and the small subtitle of the person who did it. 90% is so lame. Totally agree. I've never played nor been interrupted in this game. Oh, thanks. Ah! I'm starting to feel your pain. Fuck the timing on this jump. One of my least favorite individual jumps in the game. There we go. I'll tell you what happened. Alright, let me know. Alright. We're deep into a run. Time to not fuck it up. Please. If we can at least get out of resort. That would be so much appreciated. Nice. I just fucking, that was not at all, it worked. Let's move on. That was weird, but it worked. Oof, I was worried there. I was concerned. Out of resort. Let's go. Ow! for whatever reason, my brain lagged and I didn't press the dash button a second time. It's alright. It's alright. We made it out of resort, which is a good thing. I do hate dying to that first room of the ridge part, though. 500 meters so far. Yeah. I think my current best is, as I said, about halfway through 2,500 meters. Okay, I was a little worried there, but it was fine. Has been projecting this whole time. Oh no. Calamity's Astral Infection songs? Interesting. I would not have thought to make that comparison. Actually, I just realized... You know what? You're so right, CD. There's a bunch of emoticons that the new Twitch emotes can just replace. Like, the Serena one just is Pumpkin's :3 face. I'd have to listen to the Astral Infection songs again. I'm not sure if I don't know them well enough to, like, off the top of my head say that there's a similarity, but I could see it. I could see it. It also might depend on which part of of this track they're using, because it's a multi-phase piece. God, I'm so glad I'm not dying to that previous screen as much. After playing Summit B-side for over an hour, I can confirm that it is in fact harder than normal Summit. That's what I was saying earlier, Ace. Like, writing about kids isn't good evidence. Because then basically every author that wrote for that demographic would have to come under suspicion, and that's just going to discourage people from writing for those demographics. And getting people in those demographics interested in literature, I think, is a really important thing. It also just really doesn't have any logical basis. Setting aside other things, I don't feel like it has a ton of logical basis. Making me want to play Summit again. It is a great level. It's just, it's really rough trying to do it deathless in one segment. Just purely because of length. Like, most of these rooms aren't super hard in and of themselves, but just from a pure length perspective, it just becomes such a challenging gauntlet. Okay. What am I doing? It's fine. It's not the worst place to make a mistake. Nice. And then we'll have to see if I can make this thing work. Nice. That was not the direction I was intending to dash there. Nice. I have found a somewhat more consistent strategy for that room, which is about as much as I think I can ask for at this point. It's really hard to practice that room, just because of how it's structured. Ooh, I was a little worried there. My timing was just a touch off. Alright, back to Ridge. Might have picked this game up at some point, but that'd probably be a bit... I've already spent way too much on games this year. Fair enough. Damn, I want to write about how middle school sucks. I better write this story about a middle school... middle school from the perspective of a college student who just happens to attend a middle school. A little 10 out of 10 okay, you're actually... Yeah, the Steam summer sales are my saving grace. I got the 2 Portal games for like $1 a piece. It was great. What the? I'm surprised. I was too high. I was too high. I don't know how that happened. I think I usually delay the second dash just slightly, which is probably what happened there. Pretty sure Celeste was 90% off. Epic. Alright. Portal is best 10 game franchises of all time easy. I've heard great things about it. I plan on getting around to it eventually. It was just so... I don't think I have time for it in, like, the super immediate future. Hopefully sometime within the next year I'll have some time for it. But because it was such a screaming good deal, I went ahead and bought it anyways. Does anybody know how to insult anyone in Croatian? No? Like 3 to 5 years and I'll get back to you. 3 to 5 years reunion in Leo Arcturus Twitch chat. Finally, a way to insult someone in Croatian. If you want, as long as it's not gonna be like, I don't know, a slur or anything like that. VR is a mean green satire machine. I don't know why I tossed green in there, but you know it sounds better, so we'll call it good. Is anybody familiar with an app called Reality? No, I'm actually not. Would 100% get some Ben and get murdered. You ruined everything just so you know? What? Oop. It's fine. I've seen people unironically say things like that. Satire only really works when it's... Yeah, yeah. I also feel like it doesn't help to when you're trying to do it, like, in text form. Because oftentimes statements like that, when they're meant to be satirical, carry a certain tone with them. Oh yeah, I forgot about that conversation, VR. That was a stream of all time. But still get mad at you. Okay? That's it, I'm calling Mr. Oshiro right now. No! Don't do it! You have so much left to live for! Don't turn yourself into a horror movie protagonist. You have so much to live for, immediately dies in game. Classically Arcturus moment. I was talking about the writing about, yeah. Yeah, I think that I'm always, when the satire argument comes up, I'm always reminded of the that oh god, there was this person who wrote an essay about how the solution to, I think it was the Irish potato famine, was to literally eat babies. And of course, with the benefit of knowing it's satire, you can sort of immediately pick out, like, why it functions so well. But imagine, I think when we were looking over this, my English teacher said that a lot of people at the time didn't realize it was satire and thought it was an actual suggestion. That actually reminds me of something else pretty funny. Did anybody else read the Unwind series back when they back in, like, middle school or high school or something? Yeah, A Modest Proposal. Don't get me wrong. The premise is very yeah. That's exactly the one. It's like you can basically it was horrendous. Like the premise is horrendous. I read all of the books. There were parts of those books that I enjoyed. But the reason I bring them up is because the premise of the book is all of that fucked up cursed shit basically happened because someone in-universe suggested it as satire, and the entire country decided to go along with it. Like, that's the actual in-universe explanation for how that system got put into place. Like, it was a suggestion made because the person thought it was ridiculous and was trying to prove a point, and then the entire country was apparently like, yeah, this guy's cooking. This guy is cooking. Fucking one of the most wild series of all time. And, like, the thing about it is, I don't think they were just going for shock value. I think the author genuinely had a point they were trying to make, but the in actuality, the effectiveness of it was sort of very heavily dampered. So basically, the Onion made decisions. Exactly. Like that, yeah. I may be stupid, full stop. Alright, see ya, Riv. Thanks for dropping by. Fuck. I'm trying, Riv, I'm trying. The book is called Unwind or Unwound or something like that. I guess a little bit of a trigger warning because the premise is so cursed, but, The premise of the book is it's a dystopian future in which the abortion issue has become so divisive that the society's genuine thought for a good solution is that abortions are not in and of themselves allowed, but once the child reaches 18 years of age, the parents can decide to retroactively unwind them, which basically means harvesting all of their organs. It's like a weird retroactive. The problem with satires, it's hard to come up with something so cartoonishly evil that people aren't already advocating for it. That is a legendary W take right there, Ace. I am not British. I just like the term full stop. Sounds kind of like a mix between Soylent Green and Dune. I've not heard of that first one, but I'll take your word for it. It was a wild series, and I will say this. It's, for having read all 4 books or whatever they were, the author seemed to genuinely have something that they wanted to say. I just... the delivery on it wasn't very cohesive. Like, the premise is almost so ridiculous that it shoots any good intentions it might have had right in the foot. Yeah, like... even though I like the idea of someone proposing something as satire and society latching onto that, when the proposal is that ridiculous and ends up solving no one's problems, I just, like, it ends up solving nothing, I do have a little bit of trouble buying it. I actually had a conversation with someone about the book one time, and I gotta say, I think one of the funniest scenes in the entire book, and it's not supposed to be funny. I want to make this very clear. This scene is not supposed to be funny, but it unintentionally is. So as a bit of background, the main character in one part of the story... Okay, I need to lock the fuck in to save that. In one part of the story, basically gets his arm blown off in an explosion, and has to have a transplant from one of the Unwound in the story. It's a big moment. The guy is not happy about it at all. The procedure was performed without him asking. It's a whole big thing. But and to add insult to injury, the guy whose arm transplant he receives is like this guy who almost like the sort of bully, get in the protagonist's way kind of character who dies in the explosion blast. And so there's a scene at the very end of the 4th book where they're like infiltrating some area, and the main character needs to make the super tough decision to kill someone, and he tries with this transplanted arm that he's received, but the arm won't do it. The arm relaxes every time he tries to choke this person out, and the solution to this dilemma is for the main character to go, "Oh my god, this guy was never a killer. I have to do it with my own arm." And it's supposed to be a big moment, but I can't help but laugh at the sheer absurdity of it. Shit. I messed up the timing a little bit, but it's okay. I normally go right away on that jump because it puts me right in the position I need to be, but I didn't. Nice. Now we just gotta not fuck this up. Whew. That was close. Ooh, shit. Schnitzel. That was... Oof. I almost fucked this up so severely. It's fine. We're out. We're out. The other problem with satire is that so much of what people call satire is actually punching down when the purpose of actual satire to lampoon the people. Yeah. Satire is, in definition, the criticism of youth. Humor seems like people forget that sometimes. That scene is actually hilarious. I know, it's just, like, it's the... It is treated with so much gravity. Like, just so much. It takes itself so seriously. And it's one of those things where I can tell that scene sounded cool in the author's head. And perhaps with better execution, it might have been. But it's like... in the form it was presented, I cannot take it seriously. Fear of the number 666. Alright. Oh, fucking... What the... That was weird. I've never had this room go, like, smoothly. Not once. It's always some stupid bullshit. Whew. Nice. I was a little off on the spacing there, and I got nervous. Nice. Okay. There we go. And then we just have one more room of ridge, and hopefully we can make it back to, whatchamacallit? The temple. Though, this room was going, like, just so poorly in practice, so I'm not... no guarantees, honestly. Nice. Alright, back to temple. This is second time today, I think? So overall, definitely not playing as well as I did last stream, but I'm bringing it back a little bit. Like, I'm not playing just irreparably horribly. Anymore. I was at the beginning. There's that. I feel like this is a room I've died to on nerves before. It's not, like, terribly difficult, but... Okay. Lock in, because I've historically struggled with this room. Okay. Nice. I just gotta slow down and think about it a bit. It's usually... Alright. Let's not mess this room up this time. I almost messed it up. I almost messed it up so bad. Nice. Alright, if nothing else, that was a distance PB. I almost lost it to that bullshit, though. Nice. Oof. Nice. Okay. There's a good chance I lose to this room, I think. I mean, it'd be great if I... I mean... That's twice this stream! What the fuck? I just need to shut up, I think. I'm getting genuinely pissed off. Fair. If you say you'll die. This is the first stream I've ever watched. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. It's the first stream I've watched for over 5 minutes, so I didn't finish reading the message. How? No, I mean, I said that, CD, because I had a feeling, like, I was almost positive in practice that I was gonna die the first time I got to that room. And I have been almost certain, since I started practicing this level, that I was going to die the first time I got to that room. That is the hardest room of 2,500 meters. At least in my opinion. So I'm not, it was always like, I think I had just sort of convinced myself ahead of time it was going to happen. This game feels like it'd be so ash. It is! I mean, it's not like when you're playing it casually, because you don't have to do this all in one shot. You get checkpoints and stuff in between rooms. But the way I am currently playing it, yes. Okay, the next time we're on a distance PB, I need to not fucking psych myself out. At this point, I think I'm just so accustomed to playing the level badly. Like, I gotta say, I try and joke about it as much as I can, because it is funny to an extent. But those last, like, 4 or so streams I did where I was just playing horribly did not do wonders for my self-confidence with this game. Like, I felt like a boss after getting the Chapter 6 Golden Berry. I felt like I did that in a reasonable amount of time, and I felt like I was playing well when I did it. But just, like... And at least at first, Summit felt the same way, but then I had all that just string of bad practice sessions, and it kind of torpedoed my confidence a bit. Alright, that was a really awkward save, but it did work. Nice. Okay. And just one more room in Resort. Please don't mess this up, Brain. Yay! Okay. Let me go take a look at what the chats were. My personal experience, it feels like talking in general makes me play worse. Yeah, no, it does, but I'm also streaming this, which it means I'm... Oh, Kepler's tapped out. Alright, see you later, Kepler. They probably left a while ago, but I'd be totally silent. Yeah, but so the issue is that I'm streaming this, which means I do feel some obligation to, like, interact. Wait a second, isn't the point of the series that unwinding is a fucking nonsense? The scene completely affirms the argument that an unwound part is still part of the original. I don't know. It's... The author is really good at undermining their own message. It's just, What? Okay, whatever. I swear I did not press the... I swear I had the joystick tilted in a different direction, but whatever. At least it made it to Ridge. You seem super chill. I might just become a regular viewer if my dimension doesn't make me forget you exist. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. What? That's like one of the hardest rooms to die in the entire run, and I still managed to goof it up. I'm trying to think if I have any more funny unwind facts. Oh yeah! Hold on. Get ready for this. There is a character that is introduced, and I think it's the second book in the series, that is a person who is assembled entirely from unwound parts. Like, just from, like, dozens of different people. And they do it with multiple different types of skin colors and complexions and different, like, hair types and stuff like that. They unwind this person from, like, all of that. They rewind their name fucking Chimera. It should be. Solaris just, oh, I appreciate the sub. My Wi-Fi is currently imploding. Nice. But yeah, there's this debate in universe on whether or not they have a soul or not. Because they do have a distinct personality, but then like remnants of the people whose brain Oh, I should also mention that it's not just a single brain either. It's stitched together from, yeah, no, they literally compare it to patchwork in the story. Like, and their brain is comprised of multiple different people's, like, ground up and then reconstructed. It's the weirdest shit. And so, like, for the most part, they are considered their own separate, distinct being, but tendencies and, like, compulsions, tendencies and stuff from the people whose body parts those used to belong to will crop up. And then there's also, like, the soul debate. Like, does this person have, like, a soul in the traditional sense? Yeah, we do know that the subscriber pop-up works. You're right, CD. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the best part. I forgot to tell you how the story ends. Because this shit was so funny. The story... Hold on, I've got so many interesting things to say about this. The story ends with the main character getting unwound and then rewound. That's the end of the story. And the motherfucker, literally, in, like, narration at the end of the story, says he feels like a part of himself is missing. The implication being that his soul literally left his body when he was unwound and then rewound. Which means, and then him and the Chimera person have a discussion about this at the end of the story about how it feels like there is a piece of them missing. Which means that in this game's world, canonically, souls both exist and are set free from the body when someone is unwound. And they have a whole discussion about finding someone or something to fill that void. I appear missing. You're so right. Actually, thank you for bringing up I appear missing. Because I actually listened to another Queens of the Stone Age album It was, which one was it? It was, Songs for the Deaf, I think? I didn't like it as much as Like Clockwork, but there were definitely some really solid highlights on there. Vanity, nice redeems. I appreciate it. You run into the soul issue in real-life abortion debates. Well, if you absorb a twin in the womb, does the twin soul move on to the afterlife, or is it absorbed by the other twin? Is absorbed to the survivor have two souls, or one? Holy shit. This conversation is wild. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Vanity. Oh wait, you came over from YouTube chat. Your name is a little bit different, so I was a little confused for a second. Definitely not as strong narratively, but some bangers. It's being compared to such a good album. It's hard to like. It's hard, and I do like the like radio interlude kind of things it does. Like that stuff is fun. But it's just, I think it's just not quite as solid on the whole. Still good, has some great highlights, and I definitely will continue listening to it. While we're on the subject of musical tangents, I should mention that there's a very good, Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino is trending towards becoming my third favorite Arctic Monkeys album. I'm just really digging it. I don't think it has, like, a moment that is as individually strong as something like A Certain Romance off of the debut, but I think on the whole, I like the vibes, I like the concept, and enough of the songs are solid bangers. Wait, how do I play this? There we go. Sometimes I get to this room and I forget, like flat out forget how I routed it out. It's the strangest thing. There we go. God, I'm glad I'm getting more consistent on that room, because that was driving me insane last stream. Even if the rest of my playing isn't as good as it was last time, the fact that I'm not dying to that specific room as much is a blessing. Yay! I need to re-listen to that album so badly. Might re-listen to another AM album. after Only God Was Above Us. That is some wild lore. Wait, what is some wild lore? Are you talking about the Unwind stuff, or the music stuff CD and I were talking about? Bro's dementia's, yeah, for real. My dementia was actually so bad there. See, I have the dashes exactly planned in that room. Oh my god! I thought it was Jover, guys. I thought it was Jover there. The soul thing? Yeah. What the fuck? Guys, what was that? What was that? I'm so mad. Like, the bubble reached out to get me and everything. What was... What? I'm so sad. Why did that happen? Celeste Death Hex. Something like that. No. I hate making that mistake. I hate making that mistake. There was like 2 or 3 streams ago, I lost like run after run after run to dashing into that patch of spikes. New Bubble Graze tech? I guess. I'm actually livid about it, but yeah, something like that. You know what would be nice? I think this is my sort of goal for the end of stream. I'll probably go till about 11. That's what I'm thinking. I'll try and set the cutoff for myself at 11. I would like to at least make it to the final, to the final checkpoint. If I can make it to the final checkpoint tonight, which is to say 3,000 meters, I will be a happy camper. I think that will be a decent chunk of progress. I don't want to get too greedy because we did have a couple. We did have a pretty decent distance PB today. But if I could make it to that final section, even though I know for a fact that once I get there, there's very little chance. The nerves are just going to be so bad the first time I get there. I don't think there's a very high chance that I could take it all the way in a single go. But if I could at least get there, even if I die immediately after I enter Summit, I would be happy. Can really fuck with anti-abortioners by asking if aborted babies go to heaven. If so, since the goal of Christianity is to maximize the number of people in heaven, it should be morally correct to guarantee that a soul goes to heaven. And if not, why? Oh my god. That is a cursed paradox. It's a good point, but holy hell. BRB might not make it back before stream ends. Alright, CD. Perhaps I'll see you, perhaps I won't, but if I don't, have a fabulous evening. Ooh, I pressed jump. I don't know what you thought I pressed, Celeste, but it was not that. That argument is based on an incorrect assumption. Which argument? Damn it. I talk a mile a minute, so I'm not actually sure which one you're talking about. Rats. Point isn't to maximize the number of souls in heaven. The point of life is to do as much good as you can. Okay. Okay. Therefore, more total souls. I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. Currently trying to find the will to live and failing. Relatable all-rounder. For real. Oh, god damn it. I feel like the life cycle of every Persona 5 fan is making fun of Ryuji for saying for real, and then starting to say it ironically yourself, and then inevitably end up with it just part of your vernacular. Like, without fail. Every time. What this, yeah. I've been avoiding that one. I've been avoiding even starting to say it ironically. Hold on. Okay. It's surprisingly easy to mess up the cycle, that one dash in that room. Fuck. I thought I... Okay. It's fine. Ultimately, it doesn't matter that much. I thought I had pressed enough right to go ahead and fall off, but I guess I didn't. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, we're fine. I pot... Why? Why do I do that so often? I did that twice at the end of last stream, too. I think I have gone far enough to grab the wall, and I haven't, and so I just fall. And it takes me just long enough to realize what I've done that I can't fix it. Yeah, it's like the whole, like... The Prince of Persia game. And that, I totally get what you're coming from there, Ace. I will say, I usually like to try and make a distinction between Christians themselves and the institution of Christianity, as in the like churches and the sort of like institution as a whole. But I do get where you're coming from with that one. That is now that's good satire right there, Ace. Take notes, everyone. And we're fucked. If I had dashed slightly earlier, I might have been able to save it from the other side, but... Okay, we'll just give up. Yeah, exactly. We love well-formed satire. As I started saying though, I do know a lot of genuinely very good people who are Christians, and so I do try and make the distinction between like Christianity as an institution and people who practice it, because a lot of them aren't the problem, and they're not doing a lot of the stuff I find disagreeable. And as such, like, I don't necessarily like applying like blanket statements to the practitioners as a whole, but I do have some gripes with the I do have gripes with the institution, if that makes any sense. Words too big, brain too small. Sure. I just don't like... I just don't like applying the blanket statements. That's all. Meanwhile, Twitch chat. Mostly the institution Christians are only thus in name and are quite... That's what I've generally found. But, you know, there's exceptions to every rule, and I just... I do like to avoid making blatant statements about people that I've never met and haven't had the chance to evaluate. I'm sorry, this conversation, this conversation's getting a little bit more serious than I had kind of hoped it would, but you know, when you start talking about a book like Unwind, maybe that should be expected. Yeah, that, you know what, that's on me. I brought it up because I like to make fun of it, though. And because there were genuinely parts of it that I enjoyed. Like, it wasn't, like, a wholly bad experience, and even when it was just completely ridiculous, it was still fun to make fun of. Here I am. The division between YouTube and Twitch chat. We fucking win these. I did not think I was going to be able to save that. How are we looking time-wise? Okay. I'm kind of running out of time to finish my established goal. I've maybe 1 or 2 good runs left. I'm sorry, I have time for 1 or 2 good runs left. I don't know if I have 1 or 2 good runs left. At least we're in Resort, though. That's a good start. Saved it. Don't even worry about it. Do not even be concerned. I had this situation well under control. Okay, and I dashed the wrong direction. That's fine. There we go. Hey, at least we made it to Ridge. Avoiding the jinx narrowly. Alright, can I not mess this room up this time? Like, I have the dashes all planned out. There we go. This room's a little sketchier. Nice. That was a horrendous dash direction goof. The bite model is widely used. It's a widely used ideological neutral way to identify cults based on how they control members and isolate them. I actually am curious about this now. I have... What are we looking at? I have time for... This is probably last run, everyone. This is probably last run. As I said, it'd be nice to get all the way to 3,000 meters. I'm not really expecting much, but it'd be nice. Yeah. I'm not any happier about having died than you are. It was just a failed dash direction, which I think just kind of happens more and more the more I do this. last run proceeds to die in chapter 2. If I died that early, like, maybe I can justify starting another one. The problem is it's like my cutoff was supposed to be 11. It's like 10:59 right now, and like these runs are like 10 minutes. So if I am successful, like I'm still going, like a successful run would still put me way over where I was intending on bringing things to a close. So yeah, I think at this point, this run probably has to be last run. What the hell? That was not how I usually play that. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it's just the more like there's sort of like a critical point after which I just grow more and more exhausted, because it's just trying to stay this focused on something for as long as it requires to do this is just a bit taxing. And so there usually reaches a critical point where I can tell that I'm no longer going to make any progress, because I just start making more and more dumb mistakes and just like dash direction errors and just precision stuff that I'm better at when my mind's a little fresher, I guess. Okay, come on, brain. This is not the hard part. Okay. Gotta do the... Oh, fuck. I gotta do the really weird save. Okay. We're safe. That was sketch. I start bad and progressively get worse. There's strict rules that limit autonomy, manipulation. Okay, I'll finish reading that here in a sec, after I'm actually done with this run. If the goal is, in fact, for this run to be at least marginally successful, you should probably focus on it. That room went pretty smoothly. This fucking room. There we go. It's funny, over the course of this stream, yeah, that's the sign. That's the sign right there. I was about to say, I would have jinxed it anyways, but I was about to say, this is still a broader trend. Over the course of the stream, I seemed to get better at Resort and worse at Ridge. Like, my early Ridge runs were popping off. Like, they were, most of my early attempts that got to Ridge all made it past Ridge. And then there came, like, a point, like, partway through, where I stopped being able to get past Ridge. Alright, let's see. So BITE stands for Behavioral Information, Thought, and Emotional Control. It's a completely normal Celeste Summit Golden. It went off the rails right at the end, I'll admit. Things like strict rules that limit autonomy, manipulation through propaganda and other information blocking, suppressing critical thinking, and promoting conformity as an ideal, and using guilt and fear-based indoctrination. That is true. That is something Celeste said. You gotta take some breaks. Another fun fact, many evangelical Christian sects fall into the BITE model. Interesting. Understood half the words. Well, anyways, that was a... That stream was all over the place. Like, genuinely. Just all over the place. I had fun, though. Real quick before I hop off, I'm going to run through the bingo board. We had multiple of the greatest chokes in Celeste history tonight, so we're going to mark off that one. Death by dashing in the wrong direction, we definitely had that one. I saved the run, we had a YouTube cameo. For reference, this bingo board was made back when the YouTube streams got very few views, and so it's kind of a relic from that. I don't think there were any super obscure references made tonight. Death by reading chat, definitely had one of those. I don't think anyone... No. Someone was explicitly busy with something else, so we can mark that off. Does anybody remember if we had any good puns? I had a relax too early one. I had a trip on air, definitely. And with tripping on air, we've got a bingo. We're still live? Yeah, it's crazy, Pumpkin. Very nice for my first stream. Awesome. Thank you so much, Vanity. I don't remember any explicit pun ones. But yeah, we got 2 bingos tonight. The first bingo was greatest choke, saving the run, death by reading chat, and tripping on air. And the other bingo was death by dathing in the wrong direction, saving the run, someone's busy with anything else, and musical tangents. So, nice. That said, that is about all I have for tonight. I will go ahead and remind everyone, stream schedule for the upcoming week. Thursday night will be Yakuza 0. We should finally be getting back to the main plot of the game, which is exciting. And Sunday night, we will be returning to the Hollow Knight Steel Soul playthrough to try and grab those final few percentage points. I don't have anything planned after that, but that was that's what we're looking at. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. We had a really big group tonight. Solarius, VR, Vanity, CD, Kepler, Joseph, Riv. Wow, YouTube chat was so full tonight. Was there anyone else in YouTube chat I missed? Oh, Anthony. Cup Sauce for one message. And Isaac as well, yeah. And then Pumpkin for a little bit. We had Ace, we had As a Weeb, we had... God, it was so many people. Thank you all so much, I really do appreciate it. And if I didn't say your name, I appreciate you all the same. There were so many more people than usual, so I usually try and thank everyone individually, but it's a bit harder tonight. And anybody who was just lurking and didn't comment in chat, I appreciate you the same as well. But with all that said, one last big thank you to everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!